Did you ever wonder how the birth of a nation could lead to its own demise? Let's delve into the turbulent history of Yugoslavia. Born in the aftermath of World War I, Yugoslavia was the offspring of a union between the Kingdom of Serbia and the state of Slovenes, Croats, and Serbs. This new kingdom was a patchwork quilt of cultures and ethnicities, each with their own traditions and histories, each with a degree of autonomy. But this diversity, while beautiful, was not without its challenges. From the get-go, the kingdom was plagued by ethnic tensions, with the Serbs and Croats at the epicenter. This discord, simmering just beneath the surface, was an undercurrent that would shape the nation's future. The Kingdom of Yugoslavia was a melting pot of cultures and ethnicities, a beautiful diversity that also seeded the roots of discord. The winds of war brought change, paving the way for a new era, the Socialist Yugoslavia. As World War II raged across the globe, Yugoslavia too was swept up in its violent maelstrom. In 1941, the country was invaded by Nazi Germany and its allies, its lands carved up into several occupation zones. These foreign powers, hungry for control, collaborated with local Quisling governments, fracturing the unity of the Yugoslavian people. However, in these bleak times, a beacon of resistance flickered into life. This was a communist resistance movement, led by a man of the people, Josip Broz Tito. A charismatic figure, Tito rallied his fellow Yugoslavs against the occupiers, igniting a flame of defiance that would spread across the land. The people, weary of oppression, rallied behind Tito, their unity becoming a formidable weapon against the foreign invaders. When the dust of the war finally settled, a new chapter in Yugoslavia's history began. The country was reborn, rising from the ashes of war to become a socialist republic. At its helm was none other than Josip Broz Tito, the man who had led the resistance and who would now lead the country into a new era. Under Tito's leadership, Yugoslavia embarked on a journey of rapid economic and social development. It was a time of change, of progress, of hope. But it was not without its challenges. The ethnic tensions that had plagued the country since its inception did not simply vanish. They simmered beneath the surface, a constant reminder of the country's complex and turbulent past. However, despite these tensions, the people of Yugoslavia stood united, their shared experiences of war and resistance fostering a sense of camaraderie and solidarity. They were no longer just Serbs, Croats, Slovenes, Bosniaks, Macedonians, or Montenegrins. They were Yugoslavs, a people united under the banner of socialism. In the face of adversity, Yugoslavia emerged stronger, embracing socialism under the leadership of Tito. This was the Socialist Yugoslavia, a country born from the ashes of war and shaped by the ideals of unity and cooperation. But as history would prove, the journey was far from over. Navigating the turbulent waters of the Cold War, Tito's Yugoslavia charted its own unique course. Under the firm hand of Josip Broz Tito, Yugoslavia embarked on a journey of rapid economic and social development. Industries were nationalized, and an ambitious program of social reform was launched, lifting countless individuals out of poverty and into an era of relative prosperity. Yugoslavia also carved out a distinctive role on the world stage. As one of the founding members of the non-aligned movement, it positioned itself as a neutral entity, refusing to be drawn into the ideological tug-of-war between the superpowers. This bold stance not only elevated Yugoslavia's international standing, but also allowed it to foster relationships with both sides of the Cold War divide. However, despite these strides, the country couldn't escape the ethnic tensions simmering beneath its surface. These tensions, long suppressed, would in time re-emerge with a force that would shake Yugoslavia to its core. The 1990s bore witness to the disintegration of Yugoslavia, a period marked by war and conflict. The first domino to fall was Slovenia, which declared its independence in 1991. The Slovenian War for Independence was short-lived and relatively bloodless, lasting only 10 days. But this was just the tip of the iceberg. Next to follow suit was Croatia, but its path to independence was far more turbulent. The Croatian War of Independence, also known as the Homeland War, was marked by brutal combat, the destruction of many towns, and the displacement of thousands of people. As the world watched, the face of Yugoslavia was changing rapidly. Not long after, the worst of the Yugoslav wars ensued, the Bosnian War. It was a gruesome conflict characterized by ethnic cleansing and the infamous Siege of Sarajevo, the longest siege of a capital city in modern warfare. The war left Bosnia and Herzegovina ravaged, and the ripples of this conflict are still felt today. Amidst this turmoil, the Republic of Macedonia managed to become independent peacefully in 1991, a stark contrast to the violence experienced by its fellow Yugoslav republics. The final act in the breakup of Yugoslavia was the conflict between Serbia and Montenegro. The two republics formed a federation, the Federal Republic of Yugoslavia, in 1992. But the union was fraught with tension. The federation finally dissolved in 2006, marking the definitive end of what was once Yugoslavia. The impact of these wars on the region was devastating. Hundreds of thousands of lives were lost, millions were displaced, and the economic cost was astronomical. The scars left by this period of conflict are still visible today, in the physical landscape and in the hearts of those who lived through it. In the aftermath, 7 new countries emerged from the ashes of Yugoslavia: Slovenia, Croatia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Macedonia, Serbia, Montenegro, and Kosovo. The latter's independence, however, remains a topic of international dispute. The breakup of Yugoslavia left a region scarred by war and a legacy of conflict. The echo of Yugoslavia's past still reverberates in the present. The legacy of Yugoslavia is intricate, a blend of unity and conflict, an embodiment of cooperation and tension among diverse ethnic groups. Its dissolution, painted with violence and despair, has left a lasting impact. Today, the nations born from its ashes grapple with their history. Economic hardships, political instability, and ethnic tensions persist, a testament to the trials of the past. Serbia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Croatia, Slovenia, Montenegro, Macedonia, each wrestling with their own challenges, yet also striving to move forward. Yet despite these challenges, there's a growing sense of optimism. A belief that these nations, rich in history and culture, can rise from the ashes, can learn from the past and build a brighter future. They carry the resilience of their people, the lessons of unity, and the enduring hope of a better tomorrow. The history of Yugoslavia is a testament to the resilience of its people, a lesson in unity, conflict, and the enduring hope of a better tomorrow.